Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Today's going to be Sofia First YouTube Moments, Season 4, Episode 10, Princess Jade. Princess Jade. I don't see Princess Jade. Roll the intro. I was a girl in the village doing alright, then became princess overnight. Now I gotta figure out how to do it right. So much to learn and see. Up in the castle with my new family. In school that's just for royalty. A whole enchanted world is waiting for me. It's gotta be my time to show them all that I'm Sofia the First. I like this episode, but I haven't given much WTF moments, so let's try to be as nitpicky as we possibly can. So this episode starts off with, everybody at school. We know a lot of people go to school to learn, but what can you learn at school that you can't teach yourself? I ain't go to school to learn how you do YouTube videos, and look at me now. Cool. Moving on. Some people choose to go to school, some don't. Now we know who the smart ones are. The ones who teach themselves, like Dr. Benjamin Franklin. Actually, he taught himself. So, Mr. Fancy Education, who invented the lightning rod, taught himself. Always remember that, everybody. Dr. Benjamin Franklin taught himself. And he's intelligent. Then we got people who passed chemistry class in college and said, hey, we know how to do chemistry. Let's start making drugs. I don't know anyone who's gone to college and passed chemistry and say, let's make drugs. I don't know anyone who has done that. Maybe to go to the pharmaceutical industry, but like making street drugs, I don't know. I mean, some people might. I have no clue. But yeah, so anyways, Flora says that it's school swap day. So they're saying that one student from the village and one student from the Royal Prep are going to go to each other's school. So the villagers can learn more about the royals and the royals can learn more about the villagers. Yeah, like how royals were rich, but our life sucks. Because we got to make laws that people choose not to follow in the end and just say, this rule book, get this thing out of here. That goes out the window. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, I think learning about royals is good because you need to know what they really go through to keep people safe. Because that's what Sofia does. And it's good to learn about what the villagers know too. So you know what's going on in the kingdom and how to make it better and improve it. So this is great. Now, Sofia chimes in. So is that when one of my old friends from school will be coming here for the whole day? Sofia, you're not the only person in that school that's got subjects. I'm sure there's Hildegard, Cleo, could be any kingdom. And look, Amber and James are there. I mean, I assume they all came to school that morning. Because if they didn't, Sofia would be, oh, where's Amber? Oh, well, school's swap day, so she probably, or something like that would have come up because that's her sister and they live and go to school together. So if that were to happen, that would come up. So Amber and James have to be there, right? Right? Jade said, yes, I am. Jade. Okay. So, she's saying, since Jade, will you be her guide? And so will I? Oh, this was so hard to learn and enforce a crowd. Now I had to learn it all over again. Light 2 berries on a vine. 2 friends always make it fine. 1 + 1 makes us twice as much fun. I got that in one take. When I did Forge a Crowd, I had to literally pause the movie and go like, I'm surprised I remember that. I really am. Okay. So she was, oh my, and then they're looking around the school, and it's the Hall of Royals. And then said, I imagine me, Princess Jade, the Unbelievable. It says, Jade the Unbelievable? That doesn't look right. It doesn't. And said, Jade, look, that princess at the portrait looks just like you. Whoa. So you could be sisters. So what's her name? Frederica Assemblia. And Jade said that she thinks she had a great aunt named Frederica. What? Now, for starters, this woman doesn't look royal. The clothing looks like a villager's clothing, not like a royal. Maybe she didn't like showing off her royal status. Only did at events. But if that's a portrait, you would think. I'm reading too much. I'm thinking too much about it. No, it's probably royal. I mean, why else would she be in the Hall of Royals? That would be weird if there's a villager in the Hall of Royals. But they're saying that, Jade could be a princess. No, I don't think that's possible. So, if Jade's a princess, how come is she living in the village with Dunwoody with no money? How come no one knows about this royal status that she had? How is that possible? She lives in Dunwoody. Her whole family has all her life. How the heck is she royal if Roland is the king of Enchantia? Was it stolen from Jade's family? Is Jade a princess? This is too much. So then she goes, what role do you think went to Dunwoody school? Oh, I don't know, but I'm sure having as much fun as we are. I thought it'd be Amber and James. But like I said, Sofia would know if they were going to a different school. Is it class? Please give a big Dunwoody welcome to Princess Amber. How on earth did Sofia not realize that Amber didn't show up to school that day? Was everybody say, oh, it's a big secret. Pretend you're sick. I don't know. So then Ruby volunteers to help Amber. She goes, oh, well, thank you. I'm a Star Student Royal Pratt. I have no trouble. And she's like, I know, I'm the biggest thing to hit Dunwoody Village since last I visited Dunwoody Village. Oh, gosh. I really hope Amber gets better down the line. I really do. So anyways, they're saying that said, what are we going to do first? Then said, pour tea, royal waving, tea pouring, anything I'm good at. I don't think they pour tea. I mean, I'm sure they drink it, but I don't think they're focusing on how to pour it at Dunwoody School. It's not a royal school. It's a village school. So it said, bring out your rock collection. I have a rock collection myself. A very expensive one. I got gold. Ding. Okay, I know that's not what we're talking about. So she goes, rock collection? Don't you have rocks or rock preps? Oh, yes. I got diamonds, sapphires, rubies. Yeah, the nice ones. He goes, no, like rocks. My cousin has a rock collection. I actually built him a pewter gym. It took me 3 months to do it. Yeah, I built it for Christmas. I was like, oh, you know what? It would be really nice. He likes rocks. I can make a pewter city rock gym. Because it's made out of rocks in the movie. So I'm like, you know what? I know it's September, but I'll make it. So I make sure I have it ready. And I'm making it for 3 months. I got that thing right at 6 p.m. Christmas Eve. I didn't meet him at 7. That was big. So, yeah. Did I get hurt by then? Yeah. That was the year I got disabled. So, yeah. Imagine falling down, going to ER, and still... I probably could have got it done maybe the day before if that didn't happen, that situation. But, yeah. So, anyways, they say to find your lodestone, because they can make a melt object float. It's, oh, she'll use a wand. And zzz, she'll use a wand. This is science class. We don't do magic here. Oh, science. Amber loves astronomy and the planets, so she'll be good at that. Yeah. And she goes, Amber, are you going to try? Oh, I think my rocks are broken. I'll just watch. Amber loves astronomy and the planets, which is okay. I mean, can the rocks be broken? Yes, that's a very high possibility. Because they know how our GPS works with magnetism. So when the GPS says go this way. Now it sends y'all a wild goose chase. Then the earth is broken. No, that is not true. That happens sometimes. I mean, it's great to have them. I love GPSs, don't get me wrong, but sometimes, I mean, I'll be just driving along the road to Missouri, and I'll be saying, "Dudunk, make a U-turn, huh? Dudunk, keep going straight." So, sometimes it'll do that. So remember, keep an eye on the GPS every once in a while to be sure that the blue line is straight. So if it says, "Dudunk, make a U-turn," and then go straight, you know you're supposed to be going straight. I mean, it said make a U-turn on the highway. Like, how the heck you can make a U-turn on the highway? I know there's places you can turn on some, but this is like walls. You can't make a U-turn there. What does the GPS make me do? Oh, I'll just drive like a madman, jump the... No. I don't even think the police will even do that if they're chasing someone. Maybe in a motorcycle, maybe they could do that, but no. I'm not driving a motorcycle. I'm not gonna. Hey, let's see my car can jump over the wall. Hey, for $5, my car jump over the wall. You think I can do it? Huh? You think I can jump it? No. Now when you hit a speed bump and just boom, well, that's a jump right there. The ones in Mexico are not speed bumps. They're speed mountains. They're like, boom. I mean, I thought, oh my back, oh my. Yeah. So, if you drive Mexico, be aware of that. Or if you go to the United here off 45th and Bell, be careful because those are also like mountains. I mean, I'm like, I mean, they're big too. So anyways, Sofia and Jade are celebrating their first official day at Royal Prep. And, they're trying to tell everyone at lunch that Jade's a princess, but she's like, oh, I can't wait to do this, and she's so happy. And they tell Jade first, just said, do you want to tell Rue what I find out? And said, you tell Sofia, I still can't believe it. I wouldn't be able to believe myself either if I just found out my friend's royal. Oh boy. So, Rue said, so you probably want to eat with us, right? Now you can start your new classmates. Well, sure, man, Ruby, don't say this, you'll make Jade upset. He said, you'll sure miss seeing you at school, but we'll be really happy for you. He said, oh, but you're missing them too. Oh, I don't know if this is a good idea. So Megan Peg said, all right, everyone, listen, welcome our guests to Dunwoody. Go Dunwoody, go Dunwoody. Hail the green and brown. Everyone cheer for the school right here in Old Dunwoody town. And James says, great song, Dunwoody. This is how we say hello at RPA. Huzzah, huzzah for Royal Prep, for the red and green and blue. We're all for one and one for all at RPA. You'll hear our royal call and the songs get together. And then Jade gets a little sad and goes, oh, Dunwoody, how I'd miss this school, to leave behind these friends in my four-gown and jewels. But I know if I stayed, that would break Sofia's heart. I don't think it'd break her heart. I mean, I'd be upset. I imagine Sofia would be disappointed and like, oh, I'm going to miss you, but not like that. I mean, Jesus. I mean, they said, well, Ruby, I want to go. So, okay, just tell Sofia. She'll understand. But what if she doesn't? Well, if she doesn't, she might just use her enchantment and start choking Jade with it. I was wondering, does Sofia wear her enchantment when she's not in the Mystic Isles? I literally forgot to Mom. Was she wearing the enchantment? Mom said, oh, I wasn't looking. I don't remember. And Dale's like, yeah, so she is. So she could if she wants to, but I doubt. And said, I need to tell you something. What is it? I'm really thirsty. Can I have your lemonade? This is, yeah, I mean. So then, they're asking Andrew, what did you learn about rocks? No, you watch us learn about rocks. You watch us learn about history. You watch us learn glassblowing. She's not trying to think. I was trying to think you're afraid. Oh, wait. Okay, the rocks. We know Amber that. Glassblowing, I don't know what that is. I don't care. Could care less. It'll be in the description down below. Now, Amber didn't want to learn history. We're in season 4, and I'm going to say it now. In a future episode, Amber becomes heir to the throne. I never mentioned it, but I'm mentioning it now. Currently, she's the princess of Enchantia and doesn't know the history. Sophia's reading the book that Tilly gave her. I think Sophia knows more about history than Amber. And James doesn't like history, which is why Sophia needs to become Queen of Enchantia. She knows the history of the kingdom. Do you think President Trump doesn't know the history of the United States? I'm sure he does. Or President Claudia doesn't know the history of Mexico? Presidente Claudia no sabes del history mexicano. Oh gosh, I can't call that in Spanish. But, like I'm saying, King Charles probably knows England's history to be more accurate. A royal or ruler of a kingdom or a country should know the history of their country. This is what school swap stays for. And she says, you have to give presentation what you learn later. So, next, they said that they designed a climatism, now they have to build one. And she says, oh, I'm just going to watch. So, no, it's the last class. You have to join. I'm not wearing my building dress. Wear a smock. She just rolls up and goes, oh, I don't have my tool belt, Finky. Use mine. Ruby, I can't tell one end of this hammer from the other. What did you, this one end of this hammer from the... Amber, that's a wrench. To be more precise, that's a crescent wrench. So, she's telling her, that, she'll help her and all that stuff. And so if anyone laughs at you, have to answer to me. Yeah! Take care of the bullies, Ruby. And then says, give me that screwdriver. Wrench! I'm not a builder, but I know what the difference between a screwdriver, hammer, crescent wrench, vice grips are. I think Amber is just stupid, to be honest. She's a spoiled little rich girl. I think some spoiled rich girls can tell the difference. I think Amber is just stupid, to be honest. So then, finally, she helps and rips her dress, and they say, here, we keep an extra dress here for emergency as well. I guess nothing. There's more life in fashion. I can't believe I just said that. And she actually enjoyed it. So they say to take a man, talk to someone they don't know, because together they make up a kingdom, And they said, we can't ever talk to you because we don't know you. Couldn't hold the guard. Amber says, me. They go, Amber, what'd they do to you at that school? Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. So then, Sophia gives Jade to her and goes, I crown you Princess Jade. And she goes... So she tries to reveal the new princess, and Jade's gone. So, y'all, Miriam, after everywhere, she shows you what she learned at Dunwoody. So she loved to skip stones at recess at Dunwoody, and she was doing the same thing there. And Sophia said to her, I'll show her the magic ones are. They just skip and skip forever, and Jade's hearing... At first, I was thinking, man, Jade's great at that. Then no, she says, you're right, Sophia, these stones just skip forever. I've tried that and never been able to do it. I don't know, my mom can do it, maybe. I'd have to ask her. I'll tell y'all next video. But yeah. Or I can ask her and tell y'all the joke later on today, so I'll do that. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, that's what, so she told her that she didn't want to go to Royal Prep because she'd miss her Dunwoody during. Sophia said, look, I'm glad you told me. I'm glad you told me. I said, oh, phew. Good, because it was so hard. And Sophia said, I'm sorry for making it hard for you to tell me. Said, oh, they heard you now's the new princess, and someone's going to pull off they have it covered up. Someone's going to pull off that cover and see it looks just like me. Not if we get there first. And Amber's saying that the bigger the stone, the bigger object you can move. The earth is kind of like a big magnet, so I agree. It says a spoon, a nail bowl, or a suit of armor. Amber didn't know Amber had that much iron in her body. Oh no, it's the smell of my tool belt. It's like the unfasten. Whoa! And then just bring it around and around and around and around. And finally, she tries to grab a hold of something and pulls off the cover. And then she said, "She's a new princess. I feel faint, Amber." "Oh, so do I. I can imagine you spinning around. You're going to feel faint." And Sophia moves in and she goes, "Ugh. Oh." So they say that the woman, there's nothing, so can she stay at Dunway instead of Royal Prep? And so there's nothing to be done because the woman is not royal. She's Frederica Assembly. The architect of Royal Prep is in their Hall of Royals to honor her. Okay. And she learned architecture at Dunwoody School. Pretty cool. So, she's just so happy not to be royal. And everyone goes, wait, what? And everyone goes, they go, "You'll be fine after we get you back your royal gown. It was fun to try nothing new, but I'm glad home." And that's it for myself here. W Moments, Season 4, Episode 10. The studio tribute, Princess Jade. This is still a tribute to Adrian on the channel. Don't forget to use code AC9 if you want to support the channel. Check out W Moments. But until next time, I'm Drew Morrison. We don't talk about Bruno. No. We don't talk about Bruno. And today I'm drinking the lovely AW cream soda. And I'll see you next video. Bye.